Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Clue. Today I want to talk about that conversation that's going on online, which is this just nostalgia or are these games actually really good? And by these games I mean Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now, as somebody who's been playing Call of Duty for over 15 plus years and who I had dreams once of becoming a pro Call of Duty player, I feel more inclined to make this channel and talk about this. Granted, I am a newer channel, so a lot of people are gonna be like, who the hell are you? When I tell you I put my heart and soul into this game growing up, man, I'm telling you, I was that guy with the Ethernet cable, the long ass Ethernet cable, with the pizza. I used to force my mom to order pizza on the weekend. She would be so pissed. I used to play this game for 14 hours. My mom would force me to go outside and touch some grass, but all I want to do was play this game. Now, my first ever Call of Duty was COD 4. I was too young to even be good at the game. Black Ops 1 was another Call of Duty where I actually put the hours in, and I feel like that's when I kind of got my footing, is towards the end of that game cycle. Modern Warfare 3, I was a killer. Black Ops 2, an even greater killer, man. So when these games were announced to be on the ports, I was so hyped. I texted my friends. I just wish I had my friends from my childhood to be with me again, but man, they're no longer here, or we kind of split ways. It is what it is now, but I know they're enjoying the time playing these ports. These are one of these games where you have to get them, even if you never played them before. But now talking about the games themselves. I'm going to talk about Black Ops 2 first, just because that is the game that is being presented for this video. I like the simplicity of this entire game. It really goes to show that simple is not always the worst. Simple, in fact, is the best option. I can go about so many components about this game. One is the Pick 10 class setup. You don't need 30 attachments. You don't need 50 variations of a suppressor. You need one suppressor, and at most you need 2 attachments. At the very most, I can give you 3. Anywhere from 1 to 3 attachments, you're good to go. We don't need about 40 of them. It's all good about that. We're chilling. We're chilling. In terms of the perk setup, listen, each perk has their very unique ability that you need for the game. That Pick 10 class setup forces you to be very strategic on how your play style is and what perks should match with it. For example, I'm a guy who likes to rush into the enemy spawn. I need toughness. Because I need toughness is because once I get into a gunfight, I'm more than likely gonna fight 2 or 3 more other people. And that flinch is crazy in this game. You gotta use your IQ to build your class setup and not just blindly follow a YouTube video that tells you the meta class setup. There is a skill level required to play this game that I feel like most people can really appreciate, and just when they see other people play, they know that they got it like that. Another thing talking about this game, that why it's so good, is the map layouts are just very simple. We're playing Hijacked right now. A 3-lane map, a smaller map, keeps things pretty competitive. It keeps things very tight-knit, close. You don't need to run around the whole entire map. You don't need any extra clutter. I feel like everything in the map has a purpose. You don't need just crazy objects in the way, even though they might look cool in pictures or like in videos. They're not needed. I feel like the modern Call of Duties have kind of got into that. They believe that now that it's 2026, we got to evolve and showcase more. More is not always better, man. Stripping it back, keeping it, light, nice and loose and just very simple can go a long way. And I feel like Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 really showcase that a lot. Now, in regards to the kill streaks, these kill streaks actually do something. I feel like once you get on a kill streak in, the modern Call of Duties, there's a lot of them, especially the higher ones, where they can get shot down pretty fast and they can get taken out almost instantly. That is very frustrating as a player like myself, who in the modern Call of Duties, I can do extremely well. I can drop 70 and 80 and 100 kills. And on top of that, just to kind of add to like another point I want to say, is that it's a lot harder to get on a kill streak in these games. I'm telling you, I feel so washed, and I probably would never get back to the level that I was back then. But look, I'm a chill guy. I'm gonna post my gameplay regardless and just give you my opinion, just because I genuinely love Call of Duty, man. And I also hate it at times, to be real with you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't like about Call of Duty as well. I mean, I'm not afraid to get into that. But with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, if you're gonna drop a 40 bomb, a 50 bomb, or a 60 bomb, you gotta be locked in. And even the casual got to be slightly locked in, unless you're playing against a bunch of bots. When you want to get a swarm, you gotta be so focused and dialed in that game. You can't be joking around. I feel like when I'm playing in the new modern Call of Duties, I can just run around and just do my thing. Bro, I can't do that here. I get so frustrated playing this. Like this gameplay, not even my best gameplay. It's pretty average, to be honest with you. But again, I just feel like sharing my opinion. Now, in regards to Black Ops 1, that game is way harder than Black Ops 2 just because the version of the game that we got for 2026 is a very early version of Black Ops 1 when it first released. Now, again, I put in a lot of hours, so I'm pretty well in tune of kind of how the game was working. Now, I'll tell you what, upon just picking up the sniper, I will probably never be able to be good at sniping playing Black Ops 1 in 2026 ever again. I don't think I can ever get back to the level. That's just me being honest. It's extremely difficult. If you can snipe in Black Ops 1 in 2026, you are a legend, and yeah, you're going crazy. I think it's an even harder game to perfect more than Black Ops 2 just because a lot of the bugs in the game, I wouldn't call them bugs, but particularly the playstyle and just the overall mechanics of the game. It's a little bit, well, it's a lot slower pace than the modern Call of Duties and a little bit slower than Black Ops 2. I feel like Black Ops 2 kind of picked it up just a tiny bit. And you got, slightly better game modes, kind of like Kill Confirm and Hardpoint, which are two of my favorites of all time. So, in order to drop 50 kills in a game for Black Ops 1, yeah, you got to be on it, and there's got to be some kind of thing going on in your brain where you're in that fucking mode. Now, when it comes to Black Ops 2, it's the same thing. You gotta be locked in, and I don't gotta re-emphasize that, but when you play the newer Call of Duties, the modern ones, you can get away with having a low IQ. You just gotta be able to know how to run around in circles, to be honest with you. I feel like the modern Call of Duties, it's easier for people to drop gameplays. It's easier for anybody who hasn't played the game in a while, but is still used to the movement to kind of get back on and just kind of do their thing. Granted, if you're not used to the movement, you're gonna get smacked. Keyword is getting used to the movement. You can get bailed out in the new Call of Duties pretty easier than the old ones. And if you take Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 for example, it's hard as hell to turn the corner. It's really hard. You will get smacked easily. If you're getting shot at, you just put your controller down. You're done, buddy. You're done. You're out of here. So you really got to play strategic. You can't just be messing around and running around. Everything you do has got to have a purpose, and you got to be focused in. In regards to just the zombies too, because I am a zombies player, bro, those are just really great zombies maps. I had a lot of fun. If you remove the memories I had from them, bro, Origins is really great. Doris is really great. I think the only map I don't like them much is Die Rise, just because that map is just too much for me. But any other map, Mob of the Dead, I was playing Kino the other day. Shino New, bro, these maps are just goated. I mean, I like the Black Ops 3 maps. I mean, I think the newer Call of Duties do some good job at times. I wouldn't say all the time. But these games are just genuinely better. If you remove the online aspect, I could play zombies all freaking day. And if you look at the campaigns, just them themselves, we haven't had a modern Call of Duty where the campaigns even compares to the older ones. We just don't. The storylines are just really intriguing. And we already know what happens, yet we still want to play them. Think about that. It's like rewatching a movie 10 times. You already know what's going to happen, but you love the movie so much. And I feel like Call of Duty has kind of gotten into like that boxing movie kind of realm where you know what's going to happen, but they're going to add some spice to kind of differentiate it from the older boxing movies. Listen, there's only so much you could do with a game that does the same thing every single year. My personal opinion is I think Call of Duty should take 2-3 years off before releasing the next COD, instead of being so money hungry, just so they can implement and just kind of bring in some new stuff, kind of like what GTA is doing. They took an extended period of time just taking a break creating the game. Call of Duty needs to kind of really implement that same mindset. But hey, money hungry, we're paying for camos, we're paying for season pass and all that. And yes, I did buy the season pass for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. But listen, as a guy who's been playing for 15 years, I'm really happy about this game. I love the servers, the new servers, because if there was hackers in this game, I wouldn't have bought it. There's no point of buying a game with hackers. Hopefully they don't let it get down that road again, like the previous games that would be able to be, backwards compatible. When I play these games, man, I can remove the memories, and I think that the thrill of just being able to not know how the gameplay is gonna go is also what lends to these games being so great. Because when I hop into a modern Call of Duty lobby, I know I'm gonna go crazy right away. But when I hop into a Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 lobby, I'm not sure how the game's gonna go. I'm really not sure, and I feel like everybody can really, appreciate, once you get a good game, you feel so relieved. You feel like, yeah, I really did that. But anyways, that's all I really got, man. I was that guy always eating pizza, eating Doritos, and even drinking some Mountain Dew when this game was out, back then. So when the ports came out, I was here for it day one. Listen, it's not nostalgia, man. These are generally good games, and hopefully Call of Duty can get their shit together, and we can definitely be playing a lot more.